For years, people have been asking me to do a Nostalgia Critic review of My Favorite Martian. I'll admit I didn't grow up with the show, so I won't be able to do a fair comparison between the two. But I don't know if people recommending it to me necessarily saw the show either. They just want me to talk about it because they saw it as, well, easily mockable, I guess. But I figured do a DisneyCember review first because I didn't really know much about the movie or if it was extremely hated or beloved or whatever. So, after years of being requested, here's what I thought about it. It's fine. I mean, it's Christopher Lloyd and Jeff Daniels in a film called My Favorite Martian. What were you expecting? I remember when I saw the trailers, I was just thinking to myself, oh, that looks like a little special effects comedy for the whole family. Cute. And that's exactly what I got. Is this known for being really bad? I mean, okay, don't get me wrong, this isn't a great comedy. But it's on par with, say, a decent Disney Channel movie. Family-friendly entertainment that makes it very clear what you're going to get. Jeff Daniels plays a reporter, sorta. He's more of a behind-the-scenes guy, giving, literally line for line, everything the real reporter, Elizabeth Hurley, is supposed to say on camera because she's good-looking and the daughter of the person that owns the station. But things go wrong when he accidentally leaves the mic on and she says things she wasn't supposed to live on TV. I have to admit, I found this idea pretty funny. He's immediately fired, and coincidentally on the same day, a Martian lands, played by Christopher Lloyd. He immediately makes a connection with Daniels, and Daniels sees him as his ticket back to his old job. He tries to befriend him, get some footage of him, learn how his weird ways work, so that he can have the story of the century. Naturally, as these stories go, an evil bad scientist is on the lookout for the Martian and is trying to capture him. The Martian, of course, though, can do all sorts of incredible things, like turn into other people, manipulate his size, lift people into the air. Even his suit, played by Wayne Knight, has its own personality and knack for getting into trouble. And that's really about it. There are no surprises, no twists, not even that much of an arc for the characters. I remember there's this scene where Jeff Daniels is talking about what a close friendship he's formed with the Martian, and the Martian returns that friendship, and I'm just thinking, no you didn't. All you did was do a bunch of wacky and wild stuff and laughed every once in a while, and suddenly, BFFs, sure. But with that said, the wacky visual jokes honestly aren't that bad and are kinda creative. There's an entire chase sequence with the car shrinking down and going into the pipes in the sewer, and they're being chased by a rotor-rooter. It's ridiculous, but it's kind of imaginative. Even when the joke looks like it's gonna be really lame, like they pop up in a toilet and here's this guy taking his pants off and oh no, but suddenly it grows back to regular size and look at this. This is like the craziest thing I've ever seen. The movie is filled with visual gags like this, and at the heart of it are these actors that are essentially complimenting those visual gags. They're all big and over the top, but it kinda looks like they're having fun too. Anytime the Martian takes on the identity of someone else and the actor or actress has to impersonate Christopher Lloyd as an alien trying to figure out how our human ways work, it's an old bit, but it's a charming old bit. It's like something I'd see out of Third Rock from the Sun. The best lines, bizarrely, go to the Martian's suit. He sees a woman trying on a dress and he talks about how hot she is. Oh, not the woman, the dress. In fact, later he reads a Victoria's Secret catalog just for the underwear. When he says he's had a rough day and he needs a drink, he takes a shot at Downey. This is funny. But I will say, it's all this type of humor. It's the visual jokes, it's the puns, it's the wacky situations where there's a lot of chasing and people flying around and slapstick, and if that's not your thing, this movie's not gonna do it for you. And even if it is, I argue this movie does it just well enough. I mean, the best slapstick to me is Great Rays, Faulty Towers, even the Evil Dead movies. But one of the reasons I think those films work so well is that there's usually a jerk at the center of it, and this movie doesn't really have that many jerks. Yeah, Wally Shawn gets a few laughs at the scientists, and yeah, Elizabeth Hurley is pretty funny. But aside from that, it's mostly friendly, albeit eccentric characters. I don't know, maybe because I just got done seeing the movie Bedtime Stories for DisneyCember, and that one didn't have many laughs in it. But this I felt was satisfyingly zany. It's a standard kind of zany, but one that put a big enough smile on my face. It's kind of like a cute Animaniacs short, and that's not surprising, it's from two of the writers of Animaniacs. Do I love it? No. Would I see it again? If I was flipping through channels or somebody had it on, I'd probably give it another viewing. So I'm sorry to disappoint all the people that wanted to see me rip it to shreds, but I honestly think it's alright. Nothing phenomenal, but just the adequate amount of goofy.